Hey guys, this is Jaime Resendez with Echo Real Estate Advisors. Today I wanted to cover the topic of real estate websites. So hence the title, Real Estate Websites Demystified. What I want to accomplish with this video is provide a summary of the types of websites, not necessarily dive into design, not necessarily dive into actually creating one. I wanted to show the different types of websites that you're seeing, and hopefully help you identify which one fits better for you. And this is of course a decision that you would be making, not mine to make, but just giving you different feels, different looks. We've all done it, whether you're working with somebody on another transaction, another real estate agent on the other side of the transaction, or you're curious about a real estate agent, you type in their name and or their license number or whatever have you, or their brokerage, and you see very different types of websites, very different types of approaches. Some you see more traditional style websites with the IDX in full blast and in full display. Other sites you have more of a, hey, this is the agent, this is what they're about. In others you have a completely different feel where it's all about houses, almost as if you're browsing through the MLS. So I want to go through the different types of websites and give you some pros and cons into each type. I did focus this a lot on the budget. I focused on the cost that it would be associated to you. We're going to go through some examples and go over, the level of maintenance that each type of website will have, so you can start determining, how involved do I want to be with my website? How involved do I want to be with the online brand that I'm showing people? So I hope that this guide is helpful in that respect. So first things first, you need one. There is no bones about it. You absolutely need one. It's expected. People will search for you, and you do need to be tying it to Google Maps, and even beyond Google Maps, you need to tie it to all the search engines, the Google, the Bings, the Yahoos. You need to tie it to all the online directories, and more specifically on your real estate specific type of directories, your Zillows, your Trulias, your Homes.com, regardless of what your opinion is on those online businesses or those companies. Regardless of what your opinion is, you certainly do want to create a profile and be findable. Leverage their name, leverage the Zillow name, put your professionally done photo on there, and provide as much contact information as possible so people can reach out to you. And beyond that, when somebody goes and searches for Jaime Resendez Realtor, you want something to populate. You certainly don't want to be that person, that agent in 2018 at the time of this recording that doesn't have anything on their website, or doesn't have a website. So that's quite important. Now, as far as types of websites, in preparation for this video, I broke it down into two main types of websites, and then 4 different categories, if that makes sense. We have the traditional website, which is more of the do-it-yourself type, where and we'll discuss it here in a few minutes, so I won't go off into each one. The traditional website, and then we have the traditional website mostly done for you. So there's a lot of canned templates that you can input your information into, and you don't have to worry about spam, you don't have to worry about hosting it, you don't have to worry about much of anything when it comes to that. Then you have your landing pages in the single property sites, which you get a listing, you create an MLS number, or put in the MLS, you get an MLS number, and there's some property sites out there that you just need that MLS number, and you populate it, and the landing page, the single property page site comes out. There's some that you do need to input all of the photos, provide some details about the property and things of the like. So now some single property site creators or softwares, they do they do connect directly with the MLS and some of them don't. So that's something that you need to be aware of. And then the landing page, which is a bit more manual. So you have the landing page, which has single property sites, and then landing pages, which do have templates, but are a bit more manual in nature. And you'll see examples of each. Now, the first category, we're talking about traditional websites, the manual version. We have the traditional, how it was done mostly in 5, 8, 10 plus years ago. You would have, and it's still being done today, you have 30%, at least 30% of the online websites being done in WordPress, which is what we'll get to here in a bit. But you have your domain, which essentially is anything after the www dot, everything after that, that's your domain. And then your web hosting, you need something to actually hold the website and be hosting it and doing all the updates. Essentially, it's your server. And Bluehost does that for $3.95 a month. They run specials all of the time. I think that actually when we click through, you'll see that this is a special price. And then you're gonna, as soon as you get buy your domain and do your web hosting, you need to install WordPress. WordPress is the kind of like your user interface where you'll be able to edit your website, preview it, move widgets around, move modules around, or essentially that's the website coming to life. And you're working on the back end as if you're the programmer, to where you're creating what the end consumer will be seeing. And something pretty cool that I found was elegant themes, which essentially it's a theme that has a lot of real estate focused themes, which it's a plugin into WordPress. So think of it as a template that goes into WordPress that does most, I'm not gonna say all because it can't, you do need to input your own pictures, like your profile, snapshots, your contact information, and things of the like. But Elegant Themes just produces some phenomenal templates and layouts that a lot of the bigger brokerages are actually using. And so it does a lot of work for you. So ultimately, you don't have to go through the headache of seeing if a column is gonna format correctly, seeing if a video is gonna embed correctly, and things of the like. So let's click through real quick to Bluehost, so you know what I'm talking about. See the best web hosting starting at, and then they have their price. So you're talking about, you get a free domain, you get one-click WordPress install, support, and everything else like that. As far as hosting companies, which that's what Bluehost is, there are several others. Bluehost just makes it, you hear HostGator, you hear different types, but Bluehost just makes it so much easier. It really does. I've had WordPress sites in the past. Full disclosure, I don't have one right now, but that goes into my desire to engage with my online website. So I don't personally have a WordPress site. I just know enough about it as I have done it in the past. You would need this, and then you would also need, well, once you get a domain and a hosting, then you do the WordPress install, you're ready to go. You can create your website. Bluehost does have some templates already, so you can choose from them. That's no issue. But if you go to Elegant Themes, you can see the different types of examples. I just pulled this blog that they had on their site. The different types of examples for the real estate industry. So you can pull this template to plug it directly into your WordPress site, and you're off and running. So that looks pretty clean. Split tube. So this looks like a luxury real estate, room space. Now these are websites that have actually used it, and you can actually you'll be able to find some of these templates on Elegant theme. Those are all actually pretty cool. Now keep in mind yes, there are some that are directly, these are individual sites. Well, let me back up. There are brokerages that have used the template. It looks like this is the template Divi, and either have taken that template and modified it slightly with putting their information, putting in their imagery and everything else like that. There's some that have gone a little bit more creative and done a bit more editing to it. So, well, that one looks a little bit different. They've all added their own flair. So you're not going to have the exact copy of this, but you're going to be very, very darn close, as these brokerages have used the template and made it their own. So modified it for their needs. That's your traditional website. Now, if you want to go and do the traditional website, which is mostly done for you, this is actually the one that I have. You can go through Squarespace, which, depending on your plan, if you're using it for a personal reason or a business reason, they do charge you differently depending on your needs. They start at $12 a month to $40 a month. So to give you an idea of the different templates, and then I'll show you my own personal website, we're going to click through to their examples, beautiful real estate website templates. Very similar to the WordPress site that we just went over, but Squarespace is almost like, I feel like it's almost like a game where you swap things in, swap things out. It's very modular. It gives you very little room for error, but yet it provides enough flexibility to where you can make it your own. This is a website, the Bryant, which actually, as I remember correctly, this is actually one that I downloaded on the first iteration of my website. You have the Hatch. That's a cool one. I like that. You have Harris. Well, that's more for attorneys. Five is this template. So it's a luxury brokerage. Where's this one? The Pursuit. And then they cycle over. Now I'll show you mine so you see it. Not that it's anything to write home about, but as far as creating this, it didn't take me but a couple of hours. So connected it to the Cloud CMA that I have. Well, that was provided to me through the MLS. You can search listings that'll connect over to the MLS, contact information, and as you can see, I am proud of my website. Oops, so much that I hide it, right? I am proud of my website. It's not, I'll admit it's not the best, but it certainly provides a professional feel. And as soon as I create it, I don't have to come and update it. I don't have to come and make sure that there's no malware or anything else that's been installed with it, or anybody that's messed with it in any way. So I'm perfectly happy with it. Okay. Now we get into landing pages with the single property sites. You have companies that will actually provide templates and provide a very easy to use interface that will create single property sites to really impress your clients. So if you're taking a listing and you know the address and you already have some pictures, you can pre-populate things of that nature, come in with that iPad, come in with that computer, or just have them look up their own property address in their phone, and lo and behold, they have a personalized website of their house that's going to be very impressive. So again, it's really stepping up the game, and companies like these are making it so much easier to where you don't need a developer, you don't need a whole slew of people working and coding and doing everything else to create something. This is something that you can create literally in minutes. So you have two companies here, CoAware and CoAware. I think that's how you say it. Then you have RealBird. You see the differences in price? And let's go check them out. Truly customizable agent websites. Full control over pages and content. Designer-made templates. Developer toolset for advanced options. You see here all the information about the property. You can input that directly. Pre-built sections, so you can have actually other listings on this side. Mobile friendly, search engine optimized. Very cool website, very cool plug and play model where you can really get to work. Did I misquote you? I think I did. Agent Pro is $66 a month. What did I say? Oh, look at that. I am perpetuating fake news. My apologies. Well, it's a good thing we went through the demo here. Yeah, so there you go. Well, let's see what if it's billed monthly? I put my notes together yesterday, so I just straight up whiffed on that. Look at that. Sorry about that. Okay. I need to edit that. Oh no. Just go to RealBird. And let's find that price because I'm not confident in my pricing anymore. All-in-one marketing tool, easy and powerful, used by 50,000 real estate agents and brokers. So you see that there's a good amount of backing on this website. You get single property websites, listing syndication, virtual tours, single property widgets and slideshows, Craigslist ad generator. That is super cool. Craigslist is, by my estimation, very underutilized for leads. Listing inventory widgets, Facebook marketing, mobile, nearby home search, social media. This has a lot of good information here. Let's see, only $15 a month for unlimited listings with an annual membership, or $30 a month with month to month. Well, there's the price. Did I mess that one up too? Yeah, I did. Wow. I don't know where I pulled those numbers from. I apologize. So there we go. Just as a recap, we have $50 a month for unlimited listings with an annual membership, and then $30 a month with month to month. Now they have a lot of other features here that I mean, if it's for $30 a month, they must have some premium versions somewhere. But I won't go into it too much now. All right, then we have the landing page manual, which a lot of agents are doing away with the traditional website and are going solely based off of landing pages. And landing pages are a newer style. In the past 3-5 years, they have really taken hold. Landing pages are designed to capture your attention first and get your information second. That's the goal. Capture your attention first, get your information second, and the landing pages are very effective of doing that. And you'll see two different styles and with the creation of a landing page. These I am fairly certain are correct, but this one I am certain is correct. I actually have this one. ClickFunnels. That's a company I was started recently. Well, recently, I think within the past 5 years, and they've grown tremendously. You have $97 a month for the basic package, and then lead pages. We'll check them out here in a bit. at $25 a month. And what they're designed to do is create landing pages. You could in theory have a different website and every single landing page template that you create. They do have caps on the amount of landing pages that you create, but you're not going to run out of ideas. You're not going to run out of landing pages. So let's go to, which one is this one? ClickFunnels. This is my ClickFunnels one. This is more of my expansive website where I try to convey the story as quickly as possible, provide enough information for the client to get to know me, get to know what I'm about, get to see some reasons as to why they should be working with me. But as you can see, I have contact me, call, connect, home value. You have a lot of call to actions here, my email, my website. You have a lot of call to actions on this website, and that's by design. So a landing page, again, is designed to capture your attention and collect your information. And that's what it's about. And let's go over to lead pages. Here's their real estate websites. Now, lead pages I did have in the past, full disclosure, but last 6 months, within the past 6 months, I actually discontinued lead pages and started using ClickFunnels. The reason was that I found a bit more, considerably more functionality with ClickFunnels, and I found their designs to be a little bit better. But the main reason is that with ClickFunnels, I could actually get the exact templates from other creators. So if I liked a website, as an example, actually I'll do that on the description of this video. I'll make this template available, and I can actually share with you this website. That's what really drew me, where I did see some very cool designs by other creators, by other realtors out there that were doing it, and they can actually share that template with me. They can actually share the exact website. Of course, I'm going to put my own information on there, and I'm off and running. So in theory / actuality, I will be making this template available so you can, it's called a shared funnel. You can just take that, download it, and you're off and running. Just to replace this, that, or the other, your contact information, my contact information first, and edit it however you see fit. So that was the biggest thing for me. I am a huge collaborator and I enjoy that. And also I enjoy easy buttons, which that's what ClickFunnels was for me. But lead pages, depending on your budget, I understand $97 a month is expensive depending on the budget that you're working with. So lead pages is a good backup, or it could be a good primary depending on how you look at it. They have some solid templates. They do. I gave you my reasons for going with ClickFunnels, and I'm just gonna leave it at that. So you see all the templates that they have to work with. Now let's confirm this pricing, because that's been an issue on this video. Aha, standard 25. You have the Pro, and then you have the Advanced. So even if you're at the Pro, you're still at what, $51 less than ClickFunnels. So again, depends on what you want with functionality. I found a bit more functionality on ClickFunnels design, and the shared funnels were a huge benefit to me, but you can certainly go every which way. And a different type of landing page that I want to share with you is one that you see a lot around paid advertising, where you're trying to capture the information as quickly as possible. And that's all that this landing page, the squeeze page, whatever you want to call it, that's all it's designed to do. I want your contact information, I want your phone number, and I want your email, and I am giving you an ethical bribe, if you will, here for that information. So it's clear that you clicked on the ad prior to this, whether that be through Google, through Twitter, through Instagram, Facebook, LinkedIn. Somehow, some way, you're on this landing page. Now you know what drove you here, which was that free list. Now I want your contact information. So those are the different types of landing pages. All of these links are going to be in the description below. I will make these shared funnels available so you have them. That way you don't have to recreate the wheel. But I hope that provided some value to you in understanding the differences between websites. So you have the traditional, the do-it-yourself, the traditional, mostly done for you. You have the landing page, which are single property sites, and then you have a bit more manual landing page, which all of these are going to work well for you dependent on the strategy that you're deploying, dependent on what you want out of that website. You can connect your IDX to mostly all of these, if I'm not mistaken, but you would need to check that out. So that's a whole nother video in and of itself. I appreciate your time. If you have any questions, please feel free to reach out.